Good evening, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to a knee-jerk reaction. We are here midway through game week 29. We had loads of football today, loads of action, loads of movement in regards to FPL points. So we'll go through all of that, we'll go through the reaction, we'll go through what my plans are coming up for next game week, which is going to be like a mini game week, obviously game week 30. So we've got a lot to discuss, see how it all goes through, some injury updates, some points updates, and just basically seeing how we can plan our week ahead. I hope everyone's well. I hope everyone's had a good week. I hope everyone's staying safe and they've had a good end to the weekend. A lot of football today, a lot of football, but we still have one more game tomorrow, I think, which is the Crystal Palace Man City game. But I think a lot of players, FPL managers, have had their players play mostly over this weekend, because most of the doubles in terms of teams that are playing have played either yesterday or today, and they'll be playing again obviously midweek as well. So a lot to discuss. Ronaldo hat-trick, Salah scoring a penalty then going off injured, potentially injury to Hwang, other players as well, how well Arsenal did. A lot to discuss. Did anyone actually own Ronaldo? Who's watching this stream, let us know. Also, let me know how your team has gone as well, what your plans are and what you're looking to do for next week. So as far as it's gone this week so far, the last I updated the live FPL page, my rank had improved by about 40,000. It's on about 253 here. I think it was around 249 K, so it hasn't really moved much, but the good thing is it's going in the right direction, which is a green arrow. Again, a lot of good things happened this week. A lot of players that I've persisted with. Would Martinelli, Ramsdale being a better option than Havertz or Dubravka? Obviously, in hindsight, it's a lot easier to say, but for me, you know, I'm happy with what took place today. If Chelsea were the team that were going to score, Havertz got the goal for me. Still surprised he didn't get any bonus points, so quite upset by that. Loads to discuss as well. How many people actually hit the triple captain button this week? How lucky were Manchester United? How unlucky were Spurs? So a lot for us to go through tonight indeed. So in regards to Van Dijk, he did play. That's the main thing. I was happy about that, but we've got a lot to discuss tonight. We've got some people in the house. We've got Tezza. Hey, how are you? I hope you're well. I'm good, thank you. Linesh as well. Hey, how are you doing, Linesh? I hope you're well. I hope you've had a good week, guys. Let me know what your scores are. So Van Dijk, potentially COVID, played. And then obviously there was news around Havertz as well being rested, played as well. So I was kind of glad and relieved that that did happen. But Doherty got 1 point, obviously 3 conceded. Kulevski, another assist. Not bad for a 6 mil midfielder. Are people looking at him now? Will he get more higher ownership? Arsenal looking more solid for top 4. And Lacazette just seems to be churning out the goals and assists. How's your week gone, guys? Let me know. Put it in the comment section. But hey, still a lot of football to be played as well. But it's been a good week so far for many managers at the moment. Obviously the points haven't updated as of yet in terms of average, but having 62, I'll take that so far. Tezza says this week has been something else. 49 points while Cody is on the bench. Oh, Cody got a goal today, right? Am I not wrong? Cody scored or got an assist. I think I did see that. So yeah, I mean, hopefully he comes on for you, right? Lesh, man, Havertz getting that goal. Newcastle was robbed, I think. Penalty. Oh, yes. That was a stonewall penalty. I think it was Chalobah, wasn't it? Chalobah on... Yeah, I think it was Chalobah who was on one of the players from Newcastle. Yeah, that was a stonewall penalty, not given. And they were robbed, in my opinion. But what a goal by Havertz, though. What a touch. Smooth, silky finish. And that was a big goal for Chelsea. I think Newcastle will stay up, honestly. Hats off to them. Eddie Howe, recruitment that they've had. They've missed Trippier as well. They've done really well. Linesh says I'm on 58 so far. Got Cody on the bench as well. That's 2 people now in this chat who got Cody on the bench. Oh god. Luckily in my situation, there's no one on the bench that got any returns. So I don't think that's going to be bothering me too much for the next couple of days. Yeah, I mean, I was a bit annoyed that Coutinho didn't get any returns for me today. But generally, happy with it so far. Bit annoyed about Huang going off injured after 16 minutes. I think it was like more of an impact injury. Yeah, there's nothing against him at the moment. So yeah, at the moment there's nothing against him, but I don't think he'll be fit for the next game or game week. Tezza says, will Cancelo play hoping he misses? I think he's going to miss it personally. In my honest opinion, I'm not hopeful. I don't think Pep's going to rush him back. He might go on the bench, to be brutally honest, but I don't think he's gonna start. But you just never know with Pep. He's just so poker face, right, that he can literally just spring out a surprise in terms of, like, I don't know if you remember last season, the whole Kevin De Bruyne injury, out for months, and then like a couple of weeks later the guy miraculously recovered. So yeah, I think he might give him a couple of days more rest, considering obviously Champions League they've just played, and they want to make sure that they keep their players fit, because the game's now going to come thick and fast. But yeah, I mean, in terms of Liverpool against Brighton yesterday, how did Sanchez stay on the pitch? I mean, I know Liverpool got the goal, but the guy pretty much full out flattened poor old Diaz. Massive shout out to him for going for that. But any Diaz owners, he might become like the new Jota end of this season or start of next season. So plenty to think about in terms of Liverpool forwards, because there's some competition places up now, which should be interesting to see. But I think Cancelo generally won't play tomorrow. I think Nathan Ake, John Stones, and Laporte should cover the back line. Manish, good evening. I hope you're well. Is it time to get Cody? I mean, Wolves generally defensively have been decent. And they've got a good fixture run coming up anyway. Cody is a stalwart. He's going to cost around 4.5, 5 mil. Going to play every week in, week out. Captain of his team. Clean sheet wise, they've done well this season. They've had a bit of a stutter the last couple of game weeks, but he's got a goal, so maybe he's coming in a bit of form. Might be a good shot. Is it someone that I'm looking at personally? Manish, no, not really. But I can understand if you do want to go for like a cheaper Wolves option, they are pretty good at keeping clean sheets. Assad, good, you told you Ronaldo scored. You did, honestly, Assad, when Ronaldo scored the first goal, I literally thought of your comment straight away. And I thought, you know what, he was right. And then when he got the hat-trick, I was like, you know what, I should have just told you to triple captain him, we'll get him in. But yeah, no, Ronaldo, massive shout out to him. But I was right as well. Harry Maguire being Harry Maguire in those awful pink boots that he was wearing, scored that ridiculous own goal when there's a player behind him who's clearly standing offside. Yeah, Harry Maguire just needs to be sold, honestly. Linesh says Ronaldo was on fire yesterday. Looked like CR7 during his Madrid days. Yeah, honestly, he was... The thing about him, he looked fresh. I know he's, in prestige, his fatigue, his physical appearance looks amazing. But I generally think, maybe missing the Manchester derby kind of gave him that couple of days extra rest that he needed. Because he looked sharp, he was running into places, he was winning, he was tracking back to win balls. So it looked good. Ronaldo might even be a good shout. I know Manchester United don't have the best of fixtures, but if he can catch form, if you can catch him at the right time, at the right price, is it worth going for Ronaldo? That's going to be quite interesting. Personally, for me, no. I want to stick to Kane because despite having such a poor start to the season, the guy's picked up. And again, got another return yesterday for us. So why move away from Kane? But if you want to go double up front and you want to go for the Ronaldo pick, I think it was one of the highest points team was triple captain Ronaldo. Insane, honestly, 51 points. Whoever did that. Manish says, would you sell Kane for Ronaldo? Personally, for me, I'm a United fan. I wouldn't. I think I get the best of both worlds because I know Kane will week in, week out give a good performance. Not to say he'll always score points, but he's hit some decent form. And then as a United fan, if Ronaldo does well, I don't really care from an FPL perspective. For me, if my team does well, happy days, right? But if he keeps on banging in hat-tricks, I might have to take someone else out of my team. But Kane, for now, will stay. Because he plays in game week 30, right? And United don't. So, again, for now, I'd probably think after game week 30, if he still catches on a bit of form as well. United, you need to remember, are still trying to balance out the Champions League as well. So they're still in the Champions League, just about 1-1. They'll be playing midweek this week. But teams like Spurs and Arsenal, they're only playing for the Premier League itself. So maybe Ronaldo could be at risk of rotation as well if they progress forward in the Champions League as well. Manish, Maguire needs dropping, and he's naive. Yeah, Maguire needs selling, honestly. The guy needs like a sabbatical from football for about a year and then just be told that he no longer has a contract for Manchester United. Mr. Jobs, good evening. I have just free hit left now. I just have a free hit left now. How do I navigate the rest of the season? I mean, if you've got only the free hit left now, personally for me, Mr. Jobs, I would leave that till game week 36 because that's the last big double game week. I mean, if you'd had a bench boost like I do, I personally would have kept that bench boost. But if you really used it, not a problem. But the free hit for me, either game week 33, depending on how big or mini the double game week is, or 32 it could be as well. But definitely game week 36, if you're going to use your free hit, that would be the wisest time to use it. And some people like to play it on the last day of the season. So it's entirely what suits your needs. But I personally, in your situation, game week 36 will be ideal to use this free hit chip. Tezza, they should have kept Ronaldo out for the Champions League. They should have kept Ronaldo out for the Champions League against his favourite team. Yeah, yeah, true. But again, hey, he's in good form now. Hopefully he can get them through. As a United fan, I can only be hopeful, right? And then we can take it from there. Hopefully he scores a few goals. Manish, if we sell Maguire, who should we get? I mean, there's plenty of defenders out there. I mean, you don't have to look too far. Look at Arsenal buying Ben White, right? Defender of in the Premier League, cost 50 mil. I think he was a bit above the asking price of his value, in my opinion. But look how well he's done this season. He's settled in pretty well. Could take Rudiger off Chelsea. No contract, free agent, end of the season. Does he want to come to United? Can we get Tuchel off Chelsea? So Chelsea's a good club to take some players off, right? I mean, in terms of like, centre backs, I thought Varane would come in and hit the ground running, but he's found it tough because the Premier League is a difficult playing field. And United at the moment, as well as the wing backs did last season under Oli, they're struggling as well. Wan-Bissaka, Telles, Luke Shaw, Dalot. I mean, they're not quality for me of United, which we used to have. But is this the new United? Do we need to just accept it and go with the flow? But hey, can we get Doherty? You never know. Mr. Jobs, okay, Game Week 36, thank you. No worries, Mr. Job. Guys, if you're new around here, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to FPL Inkling, please do hit that subscribe button. Never give up on FPL. Says 64 points, 10 players to go. Kane, captain, and I have 9 players for Game Week 30. That's enough. I think that's pretty cool, buddy, to be fair. I think I had 9 after the transfer I was going to make. But with Hwang being injured now, it's probably going to go down to 8. Yeah, that's a bit of a kick in the teeth, Hwang being injured. That's all right. We'll just have to just ride it along, I guess. Thomas, hi, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Good evening. I hope this week's gone well for you. Manish says, should have got Gabriel. Yeah, could have got him. Could have got Gabriel. But Gabriel, he's doing well. Arsenal generally are doing well, guys, this season. And, top 4 is pretty much nailed on for them. Let's just refresh this page, see if any bonus points have come through. Nothing has come through at the moment. I'm going to look on the live FPL page because it just hasn't updated for a while. Yeah, still on 57 points where it says 62 on the main website. So we'll just have to wait to see what I got. As long as I've got a green arrow. I've gone up 40,000 in this week. As long as I stay with a green arrow, if I can get around the 225 or as close as possible to 200k, that was the objective this week. So yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts on Salah, guys? Anyone triple captain him? Are you scared about him playing against Arsenal or not? We shall see. Thomas says, Trampety, yeah. Trampety, yeah. Yeah, it happened. I know exactly what you're saying, Thomas. Manish says, did you know that we got offered Cancelo for 28 mil? But didn't get him. And Diaz and Van Dijk here, honestly. When Ed Woodward was in charge, honestly, I don't know what United were doing in terms of recruitment. £85 million for Harry Maguire. I'll just let that sink into you guys. £85 million. Leicester milked us. And then you had £45 million from Crystal Palace for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That is £130 million down the drain. Whereas Liverpool, 75 million. 75 mil for Van Dijk. I think it's like 50 mil for Alisson. 125 mil they spent. So they spent 5 mil less with two quality players. I don't know what United recruitment were thinking. It just needs a whole like kind of clean out. But in terms of FPL, right, I think there's a lot to look forward for us for the next couple of fixtures. The Spurs fixture against United, people were looking for like bonus points and stuff. I think we all knew there was going to be goals in that game. So Doherty or defenders like Dyer, or even if you had the goalkeeper, Lloris in goal, you weren't expecting a clean sheet. Just a few bonus points in terms of saves. A bit like Dubravka for me. It's a shame he didn't get he didn't get his bonus points in terms of a clean sheet. But for me, it worked out that Havertz scored. Now I'm looking for a clean sheet for him against Everton. If you can get me a clean sheet there, which I think is quite hopeful. I fear for Everton, guys. Honestly, Calvert-Lewin's not playing. I don't know if he's injured again. Lampard, it's not looking good. I used to really like Everton assets like Digne. I remember having Richarlison last season for a while when he was in good form. DCL, obviously, we had last season as well. But Everton, it's such a shame. I mean, start of the season, I had Damari Gray in my squad. He was flying. At the start of the season, I don't know if you guys remember when he scored those couple of goals, couple of assists back-to-back in weeks. But Everton now, honestly, I'm fearing for them. And obviously Leeds won. Rafinha, obviously I was given the advice by you guys yesterday. I went for Havertz, but Rafinha scored. Again, both players have scored. Obviously, I think Havertz didn't get any bonus points, so probably Rafinha got 3. So I probably lost out on a few points, but hey, Havertz, no complaints. I think what I'm looking at next week now is obviously because Chelsea don't play, and my intention wasn't to keep Havertz for long term anyway. So I'm looking to take Havertz out. I'm probably going to go for Jacob Ramsey from Aston Villa. Because then after that, once game week 30 is over, I can look to get back Reece James, Mendy from Chelsea, because their fixtures here on end. On paper, no disrespect to any clubs in Premier League, because anyone can beat anyone on their day. But if you look at their fixtures going forward, I know they've got a lot of issues off field, but barring the United game, which is at Old Trafford game week 37, most of them I think should be manageable. If not clean sheets, to be fair. There's a lot of green there. Arsenal and Leicester are 2 games to be rearranged as well, so that'll obviously come in the kind of like mini double weeks as well. So for me, I'm looking to get them back in. And obviously the third player will be, because I brought in Raya to cover next game week, I'll probably get Foster back in to get the funds available for that. So I might even be ending up taking because the thing is, there's an option for me to go Rafinha next week, who they play Wolves, but then I'd have to take a -12 if I have to do those 4 transfers. But if I go Ramsey, because I won't have the budget for it. If I go Ramsey and then I do those 3 transfers, I'll take a -8. So that could be an option. I think Jacob Ramsey might be the best option for me. Thomas says, wouldn't be surprised if Trafford doesn't play in the Brighton game. He was so bad. Yeah, it wasn't good at all. It was a bad performance by Brighton yesterday, and I'm very, very surprised they only got away with only a few goals. Could have been a lot more. Manish says, should we get Lewandowski in the summer? I would love to have Lewandowski, but would he come to United? Probably not. That's probably like the least likeliest club he'd come to. But as I said, I think we should raid Chelsea this summer. If they do have financial issues, the best time to get some decent players who've played in the Premier League. Oh, Pulisic. I'd love Pulisic at Man United. Ali says, nice score, Mo. Well done with the Virgil van Dijk Havertz. I know, there you go. See, I mean, again, Twitter is quite nerve-wracking because I was this close to making those transfers. And as I said, when I was reading the comments and the posts yesterday, there was nothing clear-cut. No one was saying it's definite. If someone had said definitely out, I think I would have done it. Because it was like likely, most likely, supposedly. So those are the kind of words which kind of like didn't convince me. But yeah, I'm glad I stuck with Virgil van Dijk. He had a few chances, by the way. But thank you, Ali. Linesh Gray is back from injury, but their attack is absolute shambles. The whole squad is shambles, Linesh, to be fair. So yeah, I mean, Salah, not too sure about how bad his injury is. Klopp said he should be all right. Should be back in. So if you've gotten triple captain, so finger crossed for all those managers. Assad says Rafinha to Maddison after game week 30. Yeah, Maddison, you know what, despite losing 2-0 today, Leicester, I watched the game. Maddison played decent. So did Harvey Barnes, to be fair. Defensively, they're just struggling because they're missing their main defenders at the back, like Johnny Evans, other key defenders that they're missing. So I've really felt bad for Leicester, but they're going to put all their eggs into the European Cup now that they're in. Why not? They progress through. West Ham, 2 more injuries today. I think there's an injury to Antonio. That was today as well. So there's 2 more injuries that have definitely been added in. Obviously following the Bowen injury, but they still won 2-0. But yeah, West Ham going to be interesting as well. Ali says, how did Sanchez get away with kicking Diaz in half? Honestly, I don't know. Do you know what that reminded me of, Ali? I don't know if you guys remember many years ago. This is when I was in university, guys. I remember you watching this with my uni friends. Obviously, most of us were United fans. I was in Manchester for uni. We had a Chelsea fan as well. And it's at Stamford Bridge. It was that famous game where Hernandez got those 2 goals. We were 3-0 down and we came back to draw 3-3 in the Fergie era. And I think it was Phil Jones. You can probably see this on YouTube still. Phil Jones absolutely chopped him with in the chest, kicked him with his studs. It was Drogba, I think. Drogba right in the chest. Bang. Drogba's on the floor having an absolute he was obviously in pain. He was struggling to breathe. His chest has literally just been kicked with studs. So he's in pain, just having these kind of little jerks. And then he got up, and the referee gave him a yellow card. So he got fouled, absolutely cut in half in his chest with studs, and he got a yellow card for it. And that was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And exactly how I felt yesterday when Sanchez absolutely floors him. The guy's on the floor in pain for about 3-4 minutes, and the referee just literally goes, "Sorry, I'm not gonna book you or anything. You're fine. You're good to get away with it." It was horrible. I hope Diaz is okay. Those challenges are very malicious. Also, I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago, Sanchez did that to an Arsenal player. I don't know if you remember. I can't remember which Arsenal player it was. If it comes back to your mind, please do let me know. Was it Sanchez to an Arsenal player, or was it Mopai to a goalkeeper of Arsenal? I don't know which way it was. There was something in an Arsenal-Brighton game. It was either Mopai. I think it was Mopai who stepped or kicked or injured an Arsenal goalkeeper, and then they got a penalty in the last minute, and he scored, and they won the game 2-1 or something. It was something along those lines. Brighton, are known for these kind of shenanigans, because I think Sanchez got sent off at the start of the season as well, right? If I'm not wrong, I owned him at that point. Or did I sell him? He did get sent off for something similar. Let's see if the points have updated. So let's see. Yeah, they have. So 42. Average 253. Let's see if it's updated on the live FPL page. Nah, nothing on the live. Ali, yes, Mopai on Leno. It was indeed Mopai on Leno. I was just struggling to remember who it was, which way it went. But yeah, Mopai on Leno. It was horrible. And I remember he stayed on the pitch as well. I don't like VAR. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't like VAR at all. I think it's quite pointless. And this whole thing about, is it clear and obvious error? No. It's either a foul or it's not a foul. It just doesn't make sense. How the Newcastle penalty decision wasn't given today, I will never know. It's horrible. I would hate to be in Newcastle's position where you've gotten to Stamford Bridge, given them a good game, and you've been robbed like that. That's just, I don't know. My question is, if that same incident happened at Anfield, and that was Salah being brought down like that, if that had happened at Etihad, and let's say Riyad Mahrez was brought down like that, let's say if it happened at Old Trafford and Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes was brought down in a similar way, Again, it's this inconsistency. I'm not saying big clubs get the decisions, but it seems like it because it's so unfair, so unfair, and it makes FPL less enjoyable as well. But moving forward, guys, there's some really good players for us to look out for. Kulereski looked amazing, absolutely amazing. Honestly, the guy is brilliant. I know Saka didn't get any returns this week, but Saka also is just incredible. I'm back in Coutinho now, so let's see how Coutinho pulls out on that as well. Thomas says, I'm a Newcastle United fan and I'm fuming. I ain't surprised. I'm fuming as a non-Newcastle fan. I can't imagine if that was my team. I'd be absolutely livid. Because going away to Chelsea is a tough enough gig as it is, but hey, it is what it is. And Thomas also says, if CR7 down, it would be a penalty. Yeah, that's exactly what the point I just made. If it was any other team, well, say like one of the top teams, it would have been given. It would have been. I would love to see the ref not give that at Anfield. He'd find it very difficult to get out of that place to go home. Ali says, you're not old enough, Mo, but the worst ever goalie foul was match on Pattinson YouTube. That I will do. I don't think I've seen that, but it's horrible though, man. It's horrible. Keith says, hi Keith, how are you? I hope you're well. But yeah, it's just annoying little things like that. I mean, it makes FPL look so difficult. That's the thing. But anyway, let's talk about something more positive. If you guys haven't liked the video, give us a like, and if you guys haven't hit that subscribe button, please do hit that subscribe button. Let's say Salah's out for a while. Let's see he's out for a couple of weeks. Then that'll throw a few spanners amongst the works. What would I do? Who would I go for potentially? KDB potentially. Mane, that could be a shout. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting if Salah does get injured for a bit longer. Is anyone playing any wild cards next week for game week 30? Sorry. Any transfers on mind? Please, let's discuss. Let's discuss. I keep looking at my beard. I had a haircut today, so looks nice. Fresh. Ahmad says, Brojo, 1-pointer, blocking Cody's 14-pointer. Ooh. Oh, no, man. Ahmad, don't worry. Hopefully, actually, I can't even say hopefully. Is there a possibility that you could have two players that don't play? But yeah, Cody, 14 points is amazing. Clean sheet, goal, bonus points, banging, honestly. Ali says, if Salah is out, Diaz is the man here. Diaz, he looks quality, honestly. Thomas says, Murphy had 2 fouls on him. Such a blatant penalty. I was happy with our performance. Yeah, I'm very happy with Newcastle, guys, by the way. The fact that they played like that without having Callum Wilson and St. Maximin on the pitch for, obviously, St. Maximin came on as a sub in the second half, but that's incredible, honestly. Really, really good. Keith says he's rolling on the transfer for next week, I think, and taking 2 free transfers into 31. Not a bad shout. Not a bad shout at all. Manish says, did you know we got offered Kamara? Oh, he's taking it off. Right, guys, hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you're new around here. Subscribe to FPL Inklink, be part of this FPL family. And also join the league code as well. Pop that in, join the FPL Inklink League. We will be going upwards and onwards. Let's see if we can refresh the live FPL page. I want to see my rank. Bit annoyed. It's not 249, obviously, because my points have changed. Bizarre. I really want to get close to that 200k mark, but I just can't seem to. Manish says, did you know we got offered Kamara but didn't get him due to uncertain due to Premier? No, I didn't know that at all. That's new to me. Finn says, Salah is out for me to Barnes, King to Kane, and then wildcard in 31. Obviously, yeah, because then Salah goes to Barnes, and Barnes is playing. Nice. Josh King to Kane. Kane is playing. Nice. And then wildcard. Finn, sounds like an absolute plan. You got this all planned and working ahead. Nice. Aman, only got 5 players playing for game week 30. I think that's going to be pretty much the way. Amman, it's going to be like, you know, anywhere between 5 to maybe 9 players playing. It's going to be very rare someone's going to play a free hit in that mini week, right? It's going to be very rare someone's going to have 15 outfield players off those specific clubs as well. So I think anything between 5 to 9 players available out of the 15, right, should be generally the average playing. I think the score on that week's going to be very low, very, very low. Because you've got clubs like Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United, Manchester City who are not playing, right? And most of the players from those teams are like big hitters are in teams. So it should be an even playing field, I think. It's the week after that's going to be the big one. Thomas says, I've got Reguilon. I now love Maguire. Oh, we just had like a whole 10-minute moment of me having a burst out on Maguire. Let's just not talk about him again. He's an absolute liability. Oh, what a joke. He's our captain, honestly. Jeez. Manish says we should get Neves, Bissouma. I do like Neves, you know. Ruben Neves has its moments. I know he goes a bit quiet. It's because of the Wolves setup, right? He plays like the CDM kind of role, so he's not as far forward as he used to be when Nuno came up with the Wolves team in the first season. He scored quite a few goals, I think, in the first season. And they were worldies, a few of them as well. Outside the box, he was taking some mad shots. But I do like Ruben Neves. I think that's someone like who we do need. I mean, I don't really like Fred. I know Fred had a really good game. Honestly, Fred is so annoying. The guy has ability. He played really well. But he'll play that like 2 out of 10 games. And that's just not good enough at this level. But yeah, I would like Ruben Neves, probably with Scott McTominay in the centre defensive midfield. Kind of given the ability to, or the possibility for Pogba and stuff to get forward. Ali, I have 10 now. Huang looks out and will not transfer in. And like Keith have free transfers. Yeah, exactly. Huang for me is out as well, I think. It's a shame because I was banking on him to hopefully get me a return for that week. But it is what it is. Aman says, I do not want to use a free hit because I already have Son, Kane and Saka. Which players do you think I should bring? Well, you know, you've got potentially Coutinho, Ramsey, goalkeeper-wise, Martinez. Leicester players, you can look at someone like a Maddison, maybe even, I think it's Harvey Barnes as well. Wolves-wise, Jimenez, you got a chance there. Cody for a defender. Saar, the goalkeeper. I mean, there's quite a few players you can look at. Kulusevski from Spurs looks in a bit of good form. But again, it depends how many hits you want to take or how many transfers you do want to make for this game week. Finn says, even if you aren't, could you do a free hit team? Yeah, sure. Finn, what I'll do is I will do a team selection video this week and I'll do a free hit team as well in there. Give me a bit of time. I'm going to basically sit down and give it a good analysis. I don't really want to do it right now because I don't think I'll be able to have the right time to think about the 15 players. But I could definitely make a free hit squad and I'll put it in the team selection midweek. So do watch that. I'll put a free hit example in there for you guys to relate to as well. But I think in terms of like fixtures wise, let's have a look. Who can we target in terms of fixtures? I can tell you guys now where I can look. Leeds wise, I can look at potentially Rafinha, Bamford's back, Wolves, Cody, Saar, goalkeeper, Jimenez, because Huang's out, Aston Villa, Coutinho, Ramsey, Dino if he's back, Arsenal obviously Lacazette. I really liked Martinelli today. I can Lacazette, Martinelli, Ben White, Saka. You can look at these players. Leicester-wise, Harvey Barnes, Maddison, even Kasper Schmeichel. They're playing Brentford, no disrespect, but they're scoring a few goals. But defensively, the only player I'd take is Kasper. Spurs, obviously, the main trio. Kulusevski, Son, Kane. You can also look at potentially Doherty, Eric Dyer, Lloris, as well as options. West Ham look a bit limited now because they've lost players like Antonio, Bowen to injury. So potentially you could look at, I think Cresswell's injured as well, if I'm not wrong. Maybe their goalkeeper, Fabianski, Lanzini. West Ham's a bit limited, to be fair. But those are the kind of players I'm looking at the moment. So I definitely will look at a free hit guidance for you. Definitely I'll look at that for you guys. Manish says, do you think we could be top 4 will win it if Matic was younger. Matic passed his prime. I think he was past his prime when Chelsea sold him. There was a phase where we were buying all Chelsea sell-by date players. Matic, Juan Mata. It was not nice. We gave him Falcao, so we gave him something, right? Thomas, I was singing Harry Maguire when he went sliding in my regular assist. Maguire. Maguire obviously has him in his FPL team. This is a red arrow, so he has to get some points. Yeah, honestly, what was he doing? The guy's offside. And clearly De Gea would have shouted. Manish says Man U wants Milovic Savic to replace Pogba. Nice. I mean, I still like to keep Pogba. Pogba played really well yesterday. Ali says, I think it's 4 home wins in game week 30. Looks like it. It looks like it could be. Carol, good evening. Looking at Jota to Barnes and maybe Brozier to Tony, but only if I wildcard in 31. To be fair, Jota to Barnes seems like a good shout because he looked really decent today. And what a save by Ramsdale as well. Could have had some points today. Brozier to Tony is a good shout because Tony's in some really good form, some goal scoring form, scored a hat-trick recently. And they are playing Leicester, who have defensively been quite shaky, and obviously from set pieces, corners, they've conceded the most goals, and they conceded one today. So it does look like a good shout, Carol, for sure. Guys, we're getting the peeps on the stream now. If you guys like the stream, give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button for FPL Inkling and join the family. Linesh, talking about Neves, he might be a good differential for. He will be. Linesh, he's not a bad shout because he's guaranteed minutes. Why not? Why not? I think we're at the spot now, right? Maybe taking a few odd risks here and there might be a good shout. Manish says, why is there few games next week? Because of the FA Cup. There's FA Cup taking place, so that's why the number of games are limited. Thomas, do you watch Mark Goldridge? I do. Pink boots! Pink boots! Why is he wearing pink boots? I watched that yesterday. Pink boots! Maybe I should have put that as my title. Pink boots! Who wears pink boots? Oh, Mark killed me. Absolutely killed me. What a legend. We've got this idiot with pink boots. Oh, that was brilliant. Thanks for reminding me, Thomas. That's proper cheered me up. Finn, what is my current chip strategy? So, that's a really good question. In terms of chips, what do I have left? I have bench boost. So what have I played? I played 2 wild cards, triple captain, and a free hit. So I have 1 free hit remaining, bench boost. Yeah, so that's all I have left. So free hit, I might go game week 32, 33, depending on who has what doubles. 36 is going to be bench boost. That is my strategy at the moment. I might even leave free hit to the last day of the season. I'm not too sure, but it just depends on how many, how the doubles look. Because obviously there's games for Chelsea to be rearranged, Arsenal, Leicester. Other teams have games to be rearranged like Burnley, Aston Villa, for example. So it all depends upon where I feel I can get the maximum return from a free hit. In terms of bench boost, definitely game week 36 I'm playing. And that's my chips over. Thomas, he wasn't happy with his pink boots. He was screaming with Maguire for his pink boots. That's his second. Pink boots? Who wants these pink boots? Thomas, he must have said pink boots about 50 times. Honestly, it was hilarious. Pink boots, pink boots. Who wears pink boots? I'm going to watch that again after this. It's cheered me up, that did. Ali Mac, any good defender at 4.8 or under? Can't be Spurs, Arsenal for this game week. Who was it again that we had? I'd say Connor Cody, potentially. Is a good shout. If he's below 4.8. Or 4.8 itself. Doherty, if you don't have Doherty. Oh, sorry, it can't be Spurs or Arsenal. Sorry, you've already got Spurs. Yeah, you've got Spurs already. I'd say Doherty. Doherty. I would say Cody from Wolves is a good shout. Yeah, that's something that I'll be looking at. Let's have a quick look. .8 or below. Cody 4.8. Matip's just out. Mings 5. Jansen. Yeah, Jansen's pretty good. Henry 4.5. Yeah, out of all these, Cody 4.8. Job done. Manish, who would you want, Poch or Eric next season? Personally, I'd like Thomas Tuchel from Chelsea. That's my plan. I want Thomas Tuchel to leave Chelsea and come to United. Big gains. Oh, so it has updated. So my score's gone to 63 points. Let's see if FPL has updated it yet. No, FPL has not updated it yet. So 63 points, 256,000 is my rank. So I started on 289k this week, and I've gone to 256. 32k, well, nearly 33,000, rise. Havertz was my star, thank God I kept him. Coutinho was my flop. He'll come good sometime. And my killer player was Ramsdale. Jeez. Killed me there. How far am I off? 19 points of 200,000. Probably could get it this week. 64 of the top 100k. That's where I really wanted to hit a couple of weeks ago. So a while to go. We can do this. We can do this. Couple of game weeks. There we go. Finn says, have you ever thought of doing watch-along? Something that not many do in FPL space. Watch-alongs, I can definitely consider them. The thing is, when I watch a football game, I get too involved in it. I'm too relaxed. I like watching it with my parents as well, but definitely can look into some watch-alongs end of this season. For sure. For sure. Manish says, oh God. Car Race Skills, hi. Hi, Car Race Skills, how are you? Manish says, if Tuchel comes in, he'll get Rudiger since they're German. Havertz, Ginter. There you go. So get the manager in. He'll get all the other associates that he's pretty cool with, like Rudiger, to come in. Guys, if you haven't liked the video, give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed to FPL Inklink, please give us a subscribe and join the FPL Inklink family. Let's have a look at how I've done generally. So as you can see, in the last... since game week 19, so in the last 10 game weeks, I should say 11 game weeks, I've had 3 red arrows, which is it's all right. I'll take that. But yeah, I mean, it's going in the right direction. That triple captain saved me big time. My rank went from about 420 to 294,000. That was huge. That was huge indeed. Can't believe we're almost... oh, it's updated. Nice. Yeah, it has updated on FPL as well. So 42 was the average. 21 points already above the average. I'll take that. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players. 8 players to play. Not bad. No, hold on. Is it 8? No, it was 2. 9 players still to play again. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Not bad at all. Manish says, if Tuchel comes in, who do you think he'll get? I think he might even not need to do much with the current squad. We definitely need a centre-back, so Rudiger might fit well. Ronaldo's replacement, Kane. It's a shout. Kane wants to win trophies. Tuchel wins trophies. Win-win. And he wants to go to Manchester, right? Doesn't matter if it's City or United. If we pay the money. But yeah, how impressive has Arteta been at Arsenal? Really good, guys. Really, really good. Manny says, is it worth getting Kulusevski for Bowen? Yes, Bowen is injured. I'm not sure how long he's out for, but Kulusevski's in some real decent form. When I got him, he was owned by about 3% of managers. Now he's owned by 10. And look at this, you know, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, he's got 6 returns, which is impressive. Actually, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. Sorry, 7 games. He's got 6 returns, which is not bad at all in a squad where there's Kane, Son, these kind of players, really impressive. Manish says Arsenal better without Aubameyang. Yeah, I think Aubameyang just kind of lost his headspace. It happens with Arsenal when they give big contracts to players. Sanchez, Ozil, Aubameyang. I think they should just have them on 1-year contracts. Run them down. Ali says Messi and Neymar booed today by PSG fans. That's probably to do with the whole PSG Real Madrid, right? Midweek. That was brilliant. Benzema. That's one striker I really wanted to see in the Premier League. Benzema. But did you hear about Haaland potentially coming next season to Man City? £100 million. So Kane definitely needs to look elsewhere if he does come in. Maybe Newcastle. But yeah, I mean, in terms of games-wise, I mean, let's look at the fixtures after that game week, because this game week comes in here. That's fine, and then the game week after is game week 31. Liverpool-Watford should be a simple game. For Liverpool, Brighton, Norwich, decent. Burnley, Man City, it's going to be a tough game for Man City. Burnley are not an easy place to go. Chelsea should beat Brentford, and that's what I'm looking to get. I mean, no disrespect to Brentford, it's can be a good game. That's when I'm probably going to look to get Reece James if he's fit back in, and Mendy as well. Leeds, Southampton, should be a good game, but I think Southampton might edge it 1-2-1. Wolves, Aston Villa, the West Midlands derby, is it? Oh, that's going to be a good game. I'll probably say 1-1. United, Leicester. United, two teams out of form playing each other. I think United should win at home. West Ham, Everton. Oof. West Ham are weaker, so Everton might be able to get a draw. Spurs, Newcastle, that's a fixture worth watching. Good game there. I'll probably get 2-2. Spurs being Spurs. Palace, Arsenal. Ooh. Another cracking game. I think Arsenal might edge it 2-0. Unless Zaha turns up and gets a few. But it's going to be a good game week 30. And then obviously game week 32 is where they're expecting games to be added in. So potentially, Man City, Liverpool. Oof. I won't see many doubles on that game. Unless you got like 3 players like me already in there. Who would you target? Oh, United might be worth targeting, playing Everton that day. There's no obvious fixtures in that game week as well. Southampton, Chelsea. It's going to be some big decisions coming up. I'm looking forward to this now. Manny says, let's just get Kane for £150 million. We could. Why is Glazers so mean to the manager? I have no idea. Because they're not good enough, buddy. Vin asks me, who do I think will go down? Good question. I think based on current form, about 10 weeks ago I'd have said Newcastle, but no. Norwich, for me, are going to go down. Let me have a look at the table quickly, sorry. Everton, I think, are in danger. I know they've got a couple of games in hand. Let's have a look at the table quickly. So Norwich for sure. I fear for Watford. Yeah. I think Leeds will be alright. Leeds will be okay. Yeah, so that's my 3. I think Norwich, Watford, Everton. There we are. I've made my predictions. Hopefully, that's nothing against those players, guys. So please don't, if you are supporters, don't please be upset. Ali says international break pre-game week 31, boring weekend. Nah, just watch championship or league football. I like watching championship. It's pretty good. Blackburn were meant to go up a couple of weeks ago, and they're kind of like fallen off the radar now. So I know it's not the same as the Premier League, but yeah, I know what you mean. But let's look at the positives, right? Plenty of time for us to make our plans, right, for game week 31. Ali says DCL missing again. Yeah, DCL, I don't know what's going on with him. Why don't United just buy DCL? Could do with someone like him with physical presence, cross the ball in. Would be decent. Let's look at the team who's got the highest points. 122 points with bench boost played. Oh look. Alisson 9, nice. Trent. Oof. Gabriel, Cody and Sice. Nice. Salah, Odegaard, Souček, and Mbembo. Ronaldo, 34 points as captain. Nice. Dennis, Sarr, Laporte, Ramsey, Tony. Nice. Where is he? Where are they in the league? Oh, they just started, so around 8.9 mil. So it'll probably be a couple of weeks. It's their first week. Yeah, it's their first week in there, so. But we've got about 9 million managers, guys. That's not bad at all. 9 million FPL managers. Brilliant. That bench boost is going to be key in game week 36. Who we get in? Right, guys, if you guys haven't given us a like, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the FPL and click subscribe button and join the FPL family. Manny, should I sell Mopai for Tony? Tony's in good form, buddy. I would look to get him in if I was you. Can I afford Tony? Potentially. I'll have a look at that as well when I do my my squads itself. It's going to be weird. All these ranks keep changing during midweek. I mean, if Liverpool are without Salah at the Emirates midweek, I think Arsenal playing the way they are, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a real tough game for Liverpool. I just hope it's a 0-0. I don't want to say Liverpool win because I want United to catch Arsenal. How has Arsenal got 4 games in hand? No one knows. No, actually, no, 3 games in hand now. And they're 1 point ahead. So defeat might be good. Manish, we should get Ollie back. Nah. No, bro. No Ollie. No Moyes. No Van Gaal. No Mourinho. We need to move forward. Any transfers people thinking about for next week? What they're looking to bring in? Or are you looking not to make any transfers and carry a transfer over? I really hope Doherty can get me a good haul this week. 6.5%, bit differential. Kureski, 10%, a bit of a differential. How much is Kane owned by now? 21%. Wow. I got Kane in when it was like 4% owned. And then he went mad against Man City and it kicked off from there. How many people do you reckon are going to get Ronaldo in now? But obviously he's not playing next week. But it'll be interesting to see. Ali Mac, Arsenal played the COVID cancel games card. Yeah, the one player out and the others are the AFCON. Oh, hideous. But United started that, right? So I can't say much about it. Manish says, I thought Ralph could have won us the titles that's German, won titles, but yeah, Ralph, I mean, he always knew he was coming in as like a temp, right? He's like interim. So that it's not going to work out there. I mean, I was watching the game saying I heard the name Dewsbury Hall. It sounded like some wedding venue or something. It was Dewsbury Hall on the ball. Bless it. It's so hilarious. Like some names you just catch, you just don't think it's a footballer's name. Let's just refresh this. 256. 256. Not bad as a rank. It's going upwards. Oh, something went wrong. It looks like it's updating or something. Not a problem. I'm really excited about this Liverpool game now. I kind of want Arsenal to give them a good game, but I also want them to drop points because I want United to catch them up. Manish says he should have kept Martinelli and got Odegaard. Martinelli had a really good game. Very, very good game. You know, great cross for the goal. The first one from Partey. He played a really good line today. Really, really good game, guys. I was thinking, like, potentially, I know I'm not going to do this, but I'm thinking if I downgrade Salah to Diaz, that's like going to save me about 4.5 mil. I could potentially upgrade some of my one of my midfielders like Kulewski to like Son. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. I'll stay away from that one. Right, guys, we're going to call it a night now. We've just been here around an hour now. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I'll be back with some more content midweek about team selection, and we'll do a free hit guidance as well for the Game Week 30, which is obviously a mini game week. In addition, if you guys haven't liked the video, give us a like. And if you're around here for the first time or you've been here before, please hit that subscribe button, be part of the FPL KNEEJERK family, and be part of getting notifications of whenever I go live or release some content. Thank you so much. You guys have all been amazing. Thank you so much for contributing, and thank you so much for watching. And I'll be back with some more content this week. Stay safe, be happy, and get in touch on my social media if you want to get in, if you want to ask any questions at all. Stay safe, have fun, subscribe, and join the FPL KNEEJERK League as well, guys. Have a good evening. See you later.